Today's stream is going to be about Vampire Survivors. We are having a new part of client content for it, and the code is set up, and I'm gonna spend this time. So if you watch the previous part of the series, you will notice that it was authored by someone else, and his name is Kyle, and he has set up a different level select screen that looks something like this. And well, I'm gonna be going through in this stream here the various aspects of his code and cleaning up things wherever applicable, and after that's done, this part should be released in the next, say, 2 to 3 weeks. So that's part 25. Well, simultaneously, we are also going to be working on the Metroidvania series. That will be next week for the stream. So part 12 just released last week, right? Part 13 is gonna come probably in a couple of weeks as well. It's probably 3 to 4 weeks away at least. Hi Donna. Let me work on this first, and if I have time, I'm gonna be streaming from now for the next 2.5 hours. So if I have time, I will do that. Otherwise, let me get back to you as soon as possible. How are you doing? You didn't find it? It's fine. I will do another search then for the post. Hope you're doing okay. Let me just have a look. I'm not sure where to start, but I guess the first place to start would be the UI element, right? Everything looks pretty fine here, but I want to make it responsive. It's kind of responsive. This is actually pretty okay. Busy, man. Always stuff to do, you know. I've got a couple of projects coming in, so it's been a busy week. I've been busy with quotations and running classes, you know, the usual stuff. And I've been thinking about setting up a Discord, but I'm sorting out the details because I need the bots on our forums to work with the Discord as well, and that's the complicated part. Once the bots start working properly, then I think we will be smooth sailing and we will be ready to start the Discord. And the Discord group will be there to offer, because I realized that there are quite a few people who are looking to make games using our tutorials, and the Discord channels would be a very great. So like, for example, you always come to me for reviews, right? So once we set up Discord, then we can move all of our talk there, all of our discussions. Give me a moment, yeah. The client is messaging me. And I want to make sure I sort everything out for this by today. So let's get to it. Yeah, reviewing is great. I mean, your first, the Blood Altar game was great, right? What happened to that? Why did you pivot to some other game? So in the scene controller, we have the level selector, and we have a whole bunch of things in canvas as well, which let me just have a look at what these are. Selected level. So this changes when we select different levels, and you have all the level data here. Hey Bunny, there's a global game jam coming up. I didn't know that. Global game jam, what's that? Yeah, well, I probably won't be able to make this one because I have a lot of classes in the next couple of weeks. Unfortunate. Maybe Donut, you want to have a look at this? The global game jam stuff looks pretty interesting. And Bunny, I hope you enjoy the tutorials, and if you have any questions, any issues, you can always go to our forums and we'll answer questions there. We have bots there to answer questions as well, and we also have, of course, a few of us looking at the forums every day to make sure that anyone who has questions gets them answered. There are so many game jams around, huh? Like, it seems like it's. I mean, we have the Brackies one, and then we have this one. How can I clean up this component? And probably let's look at cleaning things up. I think that would be the easiest way to get started. Test map image. Generate level icon. Level structs. Selected level index. there's the toggle template as well, which is right here. Forest with deadly creature. There's a couple of things I can change here. Level selector, let's change description to a text area. What's a level number? Okay. Level description right here. Space, replace space is good. Level name, level. What's level number? Did I just mess up the arrangement for the scene? So I did. Hi Gail, thanks for joining the stream. Well, I'm not sure what you're learning from my live because I'm just doing coding, but I'm glad that you that it's helpful for you. Let me know what it is about the live that you find helpful, because the lives are more of a way for me to keep myself accountable, you know, because otherwise I will be spending my afternoon playing games. So if I come live, I'll have to work. If I don't come live, then I'll be wasting my time. So that's why I go live at least once a week, just to force myself to do some work, you know, like related to the channel, keep it alive, and since so much time was really put into it. Really appreciate the support. So what I'm trying to do here is just to figure out what the scene controller is supposed to do. Why do we have extra nodes, XP bonus, and all these things? I don't understand what they are about. Level number 1. What's the level number there for? What is it used for? So if you're wondering why I'm looking at my own scripts and asking questions, it's because scripts are written by Kyle. Kyle is responsible for Part 24 video, and I just wanted to review his code before he pushed it out for Part 25, just to get everything in, so that the codes are organized properly and everything is in order. Because I'm a little particular about how the codes are written, and also because I want to just keep myself updated with what's going on in the series, because otherwise it'll go in a direction that I don't want. So the idea behind the codes that I work on, right, is that I wanted the codes to be as scalable as possible. So this requires a certain amount of organization. And if someone designs certain parts of the program and someone else designs a different part of it, the whole system doesn't mesh as well. So when you get to the end product, you will get something that is not as robust and it's not as powerful as you'd like. So normally with game engines, there is a lead programmer, and then he's the one who plans the vision for everything. So even if other people code, he keeps everything in line. He keeps everything organized with a certain certain style, and this style is what lets the entire system that the game runs on have coherence and it's easy to use. There always has to be someone who's overseeing the whole thing. So that's why I'm just cleaning up the code and just making sure that I understand what's going on. Level number is to find the path. Is that it? Level name path, level number path, level description. Level 1, level 2. Oh, this is for text. Perhaps we don't need this field. UI level info display, level select background, viewport. First thing I'm going to do is to copy this and paste this onto level select screen. I'm just going to place it here, and this replaces the original scene controller here. So we don't need this guy anymore. Let's just drop this. And the whole thing should still run as per normal. And we should still have everything selectable and everything. So if you level select here, no, it's not working anymore because the buttons have to be bound to the new component as well. So we've got to rebind everything. Generate level structs, level icons. Alright, the values are in. And just gotta make sure the submit button is bound as well. So this will be level selector. Select. Which level is it? Load level. And then we have a back button as well, and the back button will be canvas, UI level selector, and let's go back to scene change, characters. There we go. So we have the why is there a selected character inside? Don't understand that. But the UI character level selector can drop here. Enemies can insta kill you. selected level index, like this one. How do we change this? UI level, selected level index. Let's make this private and selected level. If we make this private, this causes some problem. Inaccessible due to protection level. And then we also have the selected level string. Code scene, selected level. Selected. So load the level from the level select string. Then we empty out string, timescale is 1. Level scene index, scene. Okay. You know what, I think perhaps we don't need we don't very much need the extra variable. Oh yeah, we need the index here. We just do a quick check on how the character select is done. Level selector, character selector is here. So character selector has a character. Why does it have a default character? There is a default character sign, select MC load. This is an addition from the last time. Wasn't there before? UI character selector. I don't think mine. Leave my changes here. Yeah, there isn't. It's a little different from what we had because there is a default character here. I don't understand how it works. UI. There is a default character assigned. Select it. Let's see here. Is this to let us set the and just see if there's anything different, anything else just different from code that we have here. 3 removals. Oh, it's just fonting. There's nothing wrong. Right, I just undid all my changes. Just make sure all the buttons are assigned again. We have the submit button. There's the load level action. This is on first. Then we generate level structs. Make sure the buttons are working. It's not working. Level icons, level struct. One of them is responsible for the submit action. And we have load level here. Then we also have the button that goes back to the character select, which is this level selector. This we select, or is it something else? Scene change right here. Select. So we should be able to start the level. Fantastic. That's great. Why is the camera zoomed in? Why is the camera zoomed in so close? Scene change. Normal scene change. Load level. can just use a just reference the scene data directly. Let's put this on top because this is what contains the data for each of our scenes. Time limit will be 30. Let me just introduce some default values in as well for the scene data. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go off 5 minutes. Back. Scene I said is used for scene objects. Area. Time limit doesn't go below 1. It should be default value, right? How can we introduce default value for scene assets? There isn't any other way except if we were to create a constructor, I'll turn this into a class. Does that destroy everything if we change this into class? Everything still works the same. That's great. And we can assign a default value to these things then. So let us put some default values here. Level number. Instead of calling it level number, level name, I'm just gonna call it name. And label. I've got to change we'll change it like this. So we have the mad forest, daily forest, mad forest, art, daily forest. Let's change this to name. Maybe let's call this display name. It's more descriptive. Display name. This should be map forest. So when we find the scene, right, actually we can also use maps object. This gives us all the maps. Should also populate all the values, right? Display name right here is mad forest. Mad forest art. And I also want to move this up. Oh, this. This will be label. Label will be this text over here. So level 2 and boundless and this. Forest map creatures, forest. I'll call this just a description. So the forest with map creatures. Forest with even matter. Forest with deadly creatures will move speed. Please. Then we have the one. So all of this is just an exercise to make everything more descriptive. Like I want to be able to see the scene data and right away be able to tell what the property is supposed to do. So later we'll add some labels as well we add some labels to the level as well. So that I mean not the level. We add some labels to the to each of. We'll group the variables together as well in different categories. This will help us to kind of see which are the descriptive elements in our scene and which are the, so like for example, right here, this can put a header here, and this will be the UI display. And right here we can move. So these are the bonuses, right? The bonuses. Should we call them level buffs, level debuffs? What should we call them? Time limit worked into time limit. Is it worked into the code? Time limit is in the game manager. It's not worked in yet, I think. So when the game starts, time limit doesn't affect anything. How about the move speed and everything? Some UI display here, and these are the stats. What are the extra nodes for? UI level info display. One thing we need update an editor right there. Enemies can still kill. So these step. So we have buffs right here, right? And the buff has, this is way back in, I think part 21 or part 22, we had a buff system. Let me just refer back to that and work out what's going on with the buffs so that we can use the same structure for our level selector. So the buff has buff data, and inside the buff data we have stats. Just the different properties of the buffs. So the question here is, should there be buffs? Should this just take a buff? Does it make sense? Because we have clock speed, we have move speed, gold bonus, luck bonus, etc, etc, right? And we have scriptable objects and we have buffs here. What if we created level buffs instead. Level buff. Then no duration, no damage per second. There is a boost to enemy health. It's multiplicative, right? There's gold bonus, there's luck bonus, everything. You know, I think it makes sense, right? To vampires, survivors, level select school. I think we can just apply a buff. I think that works. These little icons beside every step. Limit speed. So these are all percentages, right? So only the clock speed and time limit isn't a percentage thing. And does it display in time limit doesn't display, but if I select time limit displays fine. This, you know, we can just add a buff actually, right? These don't have to be, these can just be buffs. So this whole section here is just gonna be buffed. Does that make sense? I think it does. So this means that when the game starts, we will add a buff to all enemies and all players. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does. So this buff will be called, let's say, Mad Forest buff. Level buff, Mad Forest. Level buff, Mad Forest. This is it can be a buff or debuff, but it really doesn't matter. There's no visual, there's no tint, no effect to the animation speed. Duration will be forever, right? duration. We want to set the duration to be 0. How do we do that? Duration. If the duration has a, the buff has a duration of 0 left, so duration here should be 0. And then no damage per second, no heal per second. There is no need to tick. Let's set tick. Hit variable. One stack. It's multiplicative. So the enemy health is supposed. How is it supposed to work? Enemy health should multiply, right? Enemy health should be a multiplier. How does it work? It's 50. Yeah, it's multiplier. So everything here will be multiplicative. Player health, nothing. Move speed is just going to be a multiplier as well. Gold bonus will be great. And then we have luck bonus as well. Experience bonus is grow. And then we have enemy health, which is here. Additional notes, of course. Yeah, you know, actually having buffs are. So what this means is we've got to change the level selector. So this whole section here, let's just replace that with buffs. Area, public string, extra notes. So these will be level modifier. Just grab this whole thing here. This will be public. Buff data modify. So if we make these changes, we'll have to update the level selector editor as well. So this will become bias. Level selector, data modifiers, so modifiers. Data steps. Path data modifier. So we need the path data as well as the variation as well. So, how did path data work again? Don't remember how it works. It's been a while since I've coded that. But we need a variant of the path. So there are a couple of variants. Let's just call this the global path. And then the path. So this means we'll have to update our level selector code. So this will be global path dot get path scene data so path data stats equals this. Path data stats PDS speed PDS player modifiers. PDS dot player modifier move speed create a new scene data, initialize it with default variables, and add it to the levels. Yeah, perhaps this is a good idea, like default values and stuff. But default values can be put inside the level selector. If we just place the default values inside here. So because we made it a class, we can just place default values right here, and we can just plant all the values that we need into the just plant all the values we need here and path variant. They can be left empty. We don't have to set the path data since it's a script object. Extra nodes as well, we don't need that. Probably we just have to extract the scene name, create fields for level data. Okay, we can leave this empty first. Let's get back to that later. Just make sure our code runs first. Then we can play around with the specifics. So right now we are missing the rest of the stuff, and that's because we also have to change the editor so that it shows the correct fields. Create toggles. We have the scene data display, which have stat names, stat values, and extra stage info. Why do we have a selected character here? Add the selected character stats, the current levels stats. Okay, influence. So meaning the selected character changes the. Does it change the value? I'll just fire up the game to see exactly how this works. I think that's a good idea. Wow, what's this? So different characters have different stats, right? All of these. So she has 15% growth. So if I move in here, she has 15% growth. No, it's not shown here, right? So we don't have to show this in the stage as well. Defeat bosses to unlock new areas. Enemies are slow and weak to fire. Like luck over here is 40%, but it doesn't change the luck over here. sign is float. So we look through all the variables on the right here. So we have display name, label, blah blah blah, modifiers right here. So the modifiers going to be, let me just move the global buff up, more sense, and the buff variant, it should not be shown. I think we're gonna have to look at the UI stat display class as well, and maybe create a parent class that's responsible for displaying values in a struct. So let us look at this buff variant as well. Why when it's moved up it doesn't show up anymore? UI display. So when it's moved down, the stats show up, but when it's moved up, the stats don't show up. Is that it? No, it's the same. Okay, it's the same, so let's move it up. And what I want to do here is my step plugins text mesh pro. So there is UI stat display here that serve as the base. Player that the stat display is rendering. That's for that display stats. Update stats field. Render all stat names and values. Hide get hide. Let me create a new class and call it UI display, and this will serve as the parent class for UI stat display and UI scene data display. Copy, go to the abstract. It's gonna be the parent, and it's gonna contain the display and editor variable, as well as stat names and stat values. Which means I need to do using PM4. because the codes in update stats feel largely the same. System binding flags. Okay. Let me just randomly attach this to something and see what we get, right? So this will be property display. So we have all of these different flags that we can use, which is pretty fantastic actually. So these will be called the property filters. These can make everything so customizable. You know, it's pretty cool. Just gonna make the default value be these. And if I do a reset, then it's gonna be public and instance. So update an editor, let's put it at the bottom. So these are the properties here. Hi Madi. Nice to see you. How are you doing? So I'm working on the content for part 25 of the series. We're gonna revamp the level select screen, make it not revamp, we're creating a new level select screen. Since we didn't have one in our project before, and it's been way too long, you know, so let's create a level select screen similar to the one with Empire Survivors. So we have property filters. What else do we have? So we also have the targeted class that we want to display stats of. Right. And the targeted type. Yeah. String. So these are going to be abstract. I mean, these are going to be hidden actually. These shouldn't be shown as variables. So from here we can unique knowledge of C# to be able to design and make a 2D game. Yes, 100%. Yeah, you can make most of it without. Okay, you can't. You have to know C#. So we have a tutorial for that. If you follow our Metroidvania tutorial, you will be able to make a 2D platformer. If you want to get a sense of how everything works in Unity with a top-down game, then you can follow the Vampire Survivors tutorial. So you can pick one of the two tutorials we have and start following it. No problem. So the binding flags actually shouldn't be displayed, right? Because they shouldn't be shown, same as targeted type. So we can create a function that will be used by child classes, then this will be protected void. Render lights. This would be binding flags. Flags. And so in that way we don't this. So write stats will have the entire logic inside update stat fields. Just copy everything over here. So these two should be protected. We also need the string builder. Yeah. No need display kernel. Prefile names as well, which is right here. Can be transferred over. update the fields with the strings to build. Oh, there is a little bit of a issue with my code here. Means because it should be right here. More than one protection. Protected virtual. Let's just call this update. Update. So what update fields does here is thanks, Nathan. Appreciate the sentiment. And I just realized my screen is black. So getting some code. Thank you so much for jumping in to show your support. It always means a lot to me. Perhaps this isn't decline, this can be abstract. It fields. This can be virtual, and our flags will need to be public, for instance, followed by the type. Well, don't have type yet. Oh yeah, we can't do the update with the fields here. Then, so it's gotta be abstract. Right, bit fields, and this should be abstract as well. It's because the whole thing here has to be abstract. It can be inside of the parent class as well. So let's drop it there. Should be protected, the virtual. Protected virtual as well. Update fields. Update fields. And you can just keep them in a single line. It will take up less space. What else can we pack? So the rest of the stuff really is all done. We just have to call update fields, the individual. Hi, I can't say your name, but hi, thanks for joining the stream. So over here, this is where I'm working on the next part for the Vampire Survivors tutorial. We are working on the level select screen. You can jump to the beginning of the stream to see how it looks like, and right now I'm just fine-tuning the code for it. So now that the parent class is set up, you can make this a child of UI property display, and this means that we have to remove certain functions no longer needed. Get displayed stats. And this can be changed. Right. Right. Where is get display stats used? Display stats. It's used in UI scene data display, and UI stat display. Yeah, display stats. But this is in its own class. So I think this can be replaced. Maybe we shouldn't call this get target, we should call this something else. So this is get object. Ooh. Oh, get red object. So let's change this to get red object as well, since that was public before. Let's make it public after. Alright, get red object, which is no problem. So update stat fields becomes override void update fields. Is this protected? Let's make this public. And what we are looking for, right, is just to get a result of this. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the kind words that you have. This should be binding flex public, and the class is character data and stats. Here we get the result, we put them inside a out array, and then we build the no longer need all of this stuff there. Then we have get current health. And string build is empty. Let's return. This can just be noun, right? In that case. And prettify names doesn't have string builder, and then we can string builder here. In that case. This makes a bit more sense because then we can continue processing everything. So this should be new string builder. There. So then we are free to modify the string builder as we see fit. Further. String builder stats. And we can do all stats 0 and stats. So right at the beginning we add health, new line. This doesn't have to be strict. So all of this stuff is handled with a function. So we just gotta add health at the beginning of our stats display. And it's prettify names and all that stuff. We don't need any of. Here. So convert this to a string at the end. And we set, so we have update fields set up. So let's just make sure that the field here is present. So we really should be using property names and property names, stat names and stat names. So we no longer need these, and that will be our new stat display script. It's all done. So let's move this logic over to our scene data display as well, because it's a very similar type of script that we're going for here. Except that in this instance we're finding So we have to override this in the child class as well, because only if the field is of a certain type we want to consider, right? Maxwell. So we print it as percentage. Wise we This will just be and this value is a little more complex. So process value will contain this entire section. Find names. Fine. Stat display now works, and now we're also primed to be able to figure out the update stat fields over here. And what we can do is we can just override the process value so that it doesn't ignore any string field types. So by default, it only processes floats, but we very much can make it process strings as well. Make it process strings. Now, string. So this will be UI display, and we remove this. We remove update stat fields as well. I think there are a couple of errors that will appear right after this. Let's not implement update fields. Fields. No, I don't think we need to implement this. Update the fields. Where was the update fields? We can replace update fields right here, like this. Pretty names can go as well. No longer need that. Reset function should be there. Sorry. Just that the update fields are not really that much helpful. Let's see what was in the previous thing here. We have a special accommodation for the time. So now we just have to go to update fields here, drop this here, and there's no current health, so we have to display that. And the type over here is, it's a different type. It's, what is the type? Type of scene data. So it's going to be UI level selector, then scene data. So there's no need for us to check for the player and the character as well, but otherwise the code is the same. Then under update fields here, we have to replace that, but we can just add a couple of extra conditions, right? Under the process field, process value. Under process value, we can override that, because we need to change the way that the values are displayed. So it should be override process value. And here we just have to do a check that if the field name is extra nodes, then we do something else. Otherwise, if the field name is a flow, let's just grab the whole thing here. The field name is a string, and then we can do something special. So we'll have process values overridden, and it's just going to be here. Process value and process special value specific data display. So here will be this will be output double dash. Good. So if the field name is clock speed, then we will do a different display as well. It be something x, something x. So it's 1x, 2x, etc. And then we also have for the string value, right? A special accommodation for it. Field is extra nodes. Then we add a text to it as well. Field name string extra. This can be a switch case statement. We can do a switch, which is a bit cleaner. Field.main. It's already a string, so we don't have to do a toString here. Just case. time limit. Time limit, we will convert the value to a float. Otherwise, if it's clock speed, just add an X in front of the but if they are integers, they would already be processed. Which means they have to be removed. Oh no, this is fine. So speed will be, again, convert this to float and we break it. It's the same scope, so F. And last but not least, we have extra notes. So if the name is extra notes, even though it's a string, we will display it anyway. Value string, value string. And we can actually express it like this. Value to string is, can you check if string is empty? Should be a isEmpty function that we can use somewhere. String is now a white space. Sorry. Check here like this. It's now a white space if you click this. Otherwise, then it will show the actual value itself. So this makes it a lot more readable like this. Start reorganizing aspects of our code. So otherwise, if the condition for any of these are not met, we'll just use the process value from the parent. Take value, output, and feed. Let's break here. Then we no longer need if and else statements here. So once all of this is done, actually it can return, right? If it processes the value correctly. Here there's no longer a break that's needed. Return is fine for all of them. Then we don't need a default page. So page process value. Return here. and so on. Fields no longer needed. Predefine names as well, no longer needed. Going well. Does not implement get rid object. This will be the same as UI stack display. Get rid object. Ah, great. Everything should be fixed now. Let's see where this last error. It's not containing definitions. Update stack fields. Update fields. And level selector, update fields. UI property display is no longer there. So everything still works as per normal, but now the codes are a little bit more reorganized. So it's gonna be a lot neater because the codes here are a lot shorter. And we have a more systematic way of creating variations of the same UI. This is gone. We don't need extra stage info anymore. No stage info. The extra stage info goes here. So we've got to change the process name, exclude the change the process name here to exclude so if the name is field name is equals to points, then we split it. Is name output. So what we're doing here is not to display the I think this causes some problems, right? Because we have process name and then we have process value. This shouldn't be FL. This should be no value. Makes no sense that way. So we can just display strings as they are. We so choose. Okay, I think this looks great now. But we will have to map this. So now there are a couple of errors right here that I've got to fix. Kind of running out of time, so I've got to be somewhere. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Line 65, get property. Targeted type. So if the type here is invalid, it's gonna cause issues, right? Isn't the targeted type here? This is UI scene display, and the targeted type for the UI scene display is going to be character data stats. No, it's going to be UI level selector scene data. It's not up here. UI level selector data. Yeah. Use UI level Hey Donut, nice to see you back here. Sorry I didn't have the time to run through your game. Let me find some time over the course of the week to get back to you. Hope your day has been good. So we've got to use a plus sign instead of a dot. So namespace or different assembly. So this should be a plus sign. It's an error of my code. UI level selector plus scene data. This is the correct syntax, and this will be plus text. Okay, I hope this is fixed now, because gotta. Oh gosh, what's going on? Specified cast is not valid. If the value is an integer, so it's not an integer, then we have a problem. Okay. Am I still getting the cast issue? That should be fixed, right? No, still one more issue here with the UI scene display. So you wanted to tell me, can you make a post on the forums? Let me have a look. If you write a post, it'd be easier for me to review as well, because I can just read through. Like, posts are generally faster for me to get back to you on. So if you can do that, that'd be great. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Extra stage info. Oh, we are missing the extra stage info. Extra stage. Stage info. What is get child do, right? Extra stage info. Yep, that should be it. One more error. What's this error here? Isn't this right there? Why is it not updating? It's child number 2. Extra stage info. Why does it keep saying that the object reference is not set? Because it is obviously set. Isn't extra stage info already there? What's going on? I've already set this inside the update fields. And only in update fields do we do any kind of processing. Oh, silly me, I forgot to move this here. Right. Let's clear the errors and now it's showing up, but it's kind of odd. We have scene name, label, description, icon, global buff. Everything is coming out now. Should totally skip the description, right? Scene is level game. okay, I'll sort out the rest in a later stream because I've got to go. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all next week.